This feels different, and that kind of scares me. Here's why. I've been here before. I've climbed this mountain many times, like we've talked about, and usually I'll say it. I'm kind of like, hey, look at me, like I can do this. I'm gonna get this done, and then you end up not doing it, and you don't follow through, and something happens, and you just kind of get off track for whatever reason. It could be numerous reasons. And what happens is I end up letting myself down. And so that part of it worries me. But this time around, something feels different. It's, I have a calmness about me, and it's not shouting from the rooftops or, going around telling everyone this is what I'm going to do or anything like that. It's really just more of a calm, confident feeling that I have. I think I identified a couple things, and okay, like there's proof that I'm sticking to it this time. Is I went to Disneyland and I didn't cheat. I didn't gain any weight. I actually lost weight, small as it may be, and that was a big win for me. That was actually proving that, hey, like I can go on vacation, I can come back, and I can get right back to the plan. The fact that I stayed in, I probably broke my ketosis while I was in Disneyland with a couple of meals that were planned to be off plan, but then I came right back on, and it went back to intermittent fasting, went right back to my diet and in a healthy level of ketosis this week, and things are working. And so it's like I think I'm proving it over and over to myself. Another big one are the videos. I'm not making the videos to say, hey, look at me, like, I know I'm gonna get someone in the comments that thinks that, but the videos are for my accountability. They're to document some of my thoughts, my feelings, my processes of, how I got here in the first place, identifying the pitfalls, and making these videos so my kids, long term, long after I'm gone, they can look back and they'll know their dad, they'll know their grandpa. And so it's more than that. It's more of a documentation of my life and what I'm doing and what I'm thinking and what I'm going through. I'm not trying to motivate anybody. Just trying to make sure that I'm getting it done on a daily basis. And, at first, making a video, listen, this is not easy. I don't have any fancy editing. I don't have music or a title or, anything like that. Like, this is not a fancy video. I turn on the camera and I go. But it takes me a couple hours a day to go out, go on a walk, film, go home and edit, do all you got to come up with a title and a description and all that kind of stuff. And to actually post it takes a little bit of time to upload. And that's been a process. The first 2 weeks was just going, man, I got to get in the habit of doing this and see if I can even do it. I do have a full-time job. I still got a wife and I still got 5 kids. They don't all live with me, but I still have a regular life. So it's been a process, but it's been enjoyable so far. And the other thing is that I didn't expect, there is like a little community brewing in the comments section. And I would say 99.9% of them are awesome. And if I'm just really honest, man, I don't want to be on a walk right now. I don't want to be filming a video. I don't really want to go home and have a keto meal. I don't really want to go home, and I'm not to that point yet where I desire exercise. This is all, man, like pulling teeth for me. And it's about going through the daily grind of building those habits until I really start to enjoy it. And I know I'll cross that plateau. You'll cross that threshold where all of a sudden, this is enjoyable, and eating good feels good, and exercising feels good. Right now, I'm stiff, I'm sore, I'm in pain. All the things from starting. And it'd be easy to say, well, then just stop filming or just, take it easy. No, I've already eased into it over the last 2-3 weeks. Like I said, now I'm in week 2 of putting it all together, and I'm doing pretty good. Some of these things are becoming a habit, and I attribute that a lot to you guys. There's been a lot of, so much overwhelming love and support given to me that I didn't expect. You're lucky if you get like a couple comments on a video. I mean, you guys are amazing. And I gotta be honest, you're giving me a reason to get up every morning and go out there and do it again. And I know some of you have said, like, made comments like, I've inspired you. I mean, that's pretty amazing. I just hope it can be a mutual thing where you guys realize that you're inspiring me to become better, sharing your stories of your successes. Some of you are in the same exact boat that I am, sharing that, hey, you know, me too, I'm here too. Like I'm in the same boat. I let myself go. I'm trying to do better. And then other people, you know, sharing what's worked for them. We're not all on the same diet. We're not all on the same plan, and that's fine. It's about uplifting one another and trying to get to a better place in our individual lives. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just building that consistency, proving it out day by day that, hey, I can do this. And I am doing it, not just talking about it. I am doing it. And it feels pretty good. And I think that my worry is, can I do this? Can I stick with it? Will I stick with it? That's always a concern. But I'm here to say, I'm not panicked about it. I have a calm inner confidence that this time it feels different. I think a big part of that is you supporting me, and something inside me is just determined to say, this is it. Like I said yesterday, out of the bucket, in it for good. And, you know, out of the bucket for good and making this happen. So anyway, those are kind of my thoughts for the day. Some quick accountability. I'm on a 20-hour fast right now. I'm going to go home. Me and the wifey are going to go out to In-N-Out. Going to get 3 Flying Dutchmen. That's my plan for dinner. If I'm still hungry a little bit later when it's snacky time, maybe a small little bit of cottage cheese. I have a little bit of leftover mixture from my keto stuffed peppers last night. I'll probably just eat those without the pepper, just the hamburger and, you know, stuff like that. So that could be a little later in the evening thing. I'm out on a small walk right now while I'm filming, and then I will be going on a walk a little bit later. Anyway, that's it. All I can say this time is I'm not going to let myself down. So that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Dude out.